So how do we pick a primer or a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream or a BB balm? So hello, it gets sort of confusing now because there are so many things that we're told that we can sort of prepare our skin with for the day. So I want to just sort of tease it apart a little bit and show you how I at least pick whether I use a primer or a BB cream or whatever. So the first thing is, let's talk about the difference between a BB cream and a BB cream and a BB balm, or the difference between the way that some of them are formulated. Because traditionally, a BB balm was a blemish balm, a beauty blemish balm. So it contained ingredients that would really help women who suffered from acne or rosacea or whatever, or broke out a lot. And then it would have all these other ingredients in, and it would be a full-on cover-up foundation as well. And some of you may have tried those. I'm not loving some of them. I don't like the ingredients in them. Some of them are also extremely thick and heavy on the skin. By the way, have you tried removing them at the end of the day? It's like removing glue from your skin. So I'm not loving a lot of those. There are two that I really like. And both these ones serve as a primer as well, because that is the good thing about a good BB cream. And these ones, the BB, would be less blemish balm, although there are ingredients that help with antibacterial, antimicrobial, etc. But they're more what I would call a beauty balm. So they have anti-aging ingredients in them, they have antioxidants in them, they are a primer, a moisturizer, and they cover up a little bit. But both these two that I absolutely love cover up a little bit. So I wouldn't go out with my face naked with just these on. I would definitely put makeup on top of them. So one of them is by Sunshine Botanicals, and it's called their Total Eclipse. And it's quite light, this one here. Don't really know whether you can see that, but it's light. And it's a sort of universal shade. It comes just in one shade, blends in nicely to suit a variety of shades. I think probably if you're on the paler side, if you had very dark skin, I'm not sure that this one would work for you. It smells slightly cinnamony because I think it's got cinnamon leaf oil in it, which is great for antibacterial, antimicrobial. It's got a host of other amazing ingredients in it. I've actually vlogged about this one before because I like it a lot. This one is one of my favorite ever. This is an all-time gorgeously green award-winning product, so I can't talk about this one enough. Suntegrity, it's a 5-in-1 product. And aside from all the benefits of the ingredients that it has in it, oh, by the way, most importantly, I didn't say that both these have a really good SPF as well. They have SPF 25, I believe. And this is actually SPF 30, that's SPF 25. And this one is fantastic as a primer. So this often will be my go-to primer just for every day. If I'm going out and I'm just going to wear a light makeup, maybe a light mineral makeup on top of it, excellent, excellent primer, which also helps to control shine as well, which is amazing considering it's such a good sunscreen. So Suntegrity, brilliant. Now, another one that I really like, sort of in that department, is the Derma E BB balm, BB cream, whatever you want to call it, BB cream this is called. This one is a little bit thinner than the other two, so if you want something lighter, it also comes in a couple of different shades, which is nice. One of them is a lot darker, so if you have a tan, you might want to use that one. Again, really beautiful and works beautifully as a primer too. Okay, so all of those 3 beauty balms work beautifully as primers, which is primarily what I'm talking about today. Excuse the pun. Now this one, out of all the true primers that I've looked at, and I've looked at a few out there, and some I really like. I like the texture. However, a lot of them are really chock full of a couple of ingredients that I don't always, I'm not totally against them, but I don't love them, like dimethicones, silicones, some of them that I thought, oh, I really love them, and then I looked closely at the ingredients list and they had pegs and other things that I really don't like in a product. I prefer a cleaner product. But this one I really, really love. And it's called Prime Corrective by Devita. And it is as it sounds. It's a primer, but it's also color corrective. So if you have some redness that you want to bring down, or you want to even out your tone, it is wonderful. And as you can see, it comes out and it has a slightly purple tinge to it, which is the color corrective aspect to it. And it just feels absolutely amazing. It smooths on. It's like sort of makes your skin feel like glass, and gives for a very, very wonderful and smooth application of your foundation. And I think, you know, when people say, do you need a primer? Well, no, I don't think you absolutely, it's necessary to have a primer before you make yourself up. However, if you are doing a full base and you're going for a little bit more coverage, personally, I think a primer like this one does give for a smoother application, and it gives for also a really nice finish too. And then finally, the other product to complicate matters, when sometimes I think, do I go for a tinted moisturizer or do I go for a traditional primer or a BB balm, would be a tinted moisturizer. But again, you want a tinted moisturizer that can also work as a primer, because you don't want to have to use a primer and then a tinted moisturizer. So again, having had a really good look around, I went back to almost my sort of favorite company for many skincare items and cosmetic items, Jane Iredale, and it's called her Dream Tint. And it is beautiful. It is a fantastic tinted moisturizer. It has an SPF of 15. So remember that if you use this, you're going to use it just for going around day to day, when you're in the office, in and out of the car. However, if you're going to be in the sun, if you're going on vacation, SPF 15 is not enough for your face. So you would absolutely need to use a sunscreen too. So that's what I have to say about the confusing issue of, do I use a primer, do I use a BB balm, do I use a BB cream, or do I use a tinted moisturizer? So to sum up all of that, I would recommend that for day-to-day purposes, I would either use a BB balm or a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer. That's what I would use if you're really not going for the full-on slap, as they say, the full-on makeup. If, however, you are making yourself up, you want full coverage, you're going to do a full base, I would highly recommend a proper primer. But if you're using a primer, make sure you have a good look at the ingredients list, because if it's full of all those ingredients plus mineral oils, it's literally going to be coating your skin like plastic wrap, whereby your skin can't breathe, and it's just not good. It's kind of aging on the skin. So that's all from me, back with lots more tips, recommendations, and reviews.